Alright. So Cloud9 versus Hellraisers. Here we go. I know the automatic and nothing have a pretty rough game this time, but we'll see what happens. So we'll start out pistol, see what they do. They send 2 downstairs with bomb, 3 going mid. Scooter spots it from far back and flashes, and then they go mid. And basically Bondic is like their A spotter. He runs up, sees that there's some mid, and just falls right back. And Hellraisers go from playing a B stack to now playing a normal setup. You know, they have 1 playing B, 1 spawning from heaven or something, and then 3 playing A or 2 playing A. So they come back. Ska's the one with all the utility, right? So he throws his flash mid and then comes back to B, smokes heaven, smokes or flashes B. You can see right here, I'm pretty sure they just had a tough time with pistol battles. Because they got B control. They had, like, Hellraisers was purposely playing retake. They had 3 people coming CT. And it's basically, at this stage right here, it's up to automatic. If you look at him, compared to the rest of his team, there's 3 people here, 4 people here, and 1 person stairs. They already have 2 people covering the stairs guy. Nothing's right here spotting and baiting for automatic. They come in. Automatic goes for the fight. Yeah, just doesn't get anyone, man. Nothing got 1, but then there's like Shroud has to fight 3 right there. Well, nothing reloads. And he, like, yeah, it's just. They got the bomb plant, you know, is a good call in terms of strategy and what they were gonna do, but I don't know. Once they found out from the short guys that there was no one fast flanking and there wasn't a lot of fighting going on there, they should have maybe set up for a better fight or maybe gone even more passive and like all fought in short and just killed that guy that was in short by himself. It's hard to tell what would be the best solution in that situation, but it was mainly the gunfight battles that be there. So Cloud9 goes for 3rd round buy. They just get some utility, P250s, and they go mid. Hellraisers do the same thing. Bondic comes up, spots mid, and I always preach this to like my friends and stuff like that. Like, you can pretty much get away with peeking mid for free on CT almost every round. Yeah, on gun rounds there's going to be ops and AKs there, so it's not as likely you want to go and full peek it and check it or whatever. But especially these first few rounds, the only time that the only thing that could really happen to you is getting deagled or scouted in the head. And if you make your movement so that you can't, like, that's not really going to happen to you, it's not a bad decision on CT. Just go up, spot it, and if you don't see anyone at all, just got raped. If you don't see anyone at all, then usually assume it's a B rush, right? So I don't agree with that at all from Hellraisers, but I mean, they make up for it. I just think in general, if we rewatch this round, think about it from Hellraiser's perspective for a second. They got bombed down. It's 2nd round. You're going up against Cloud9, an NA team, so they might be a little bit puggy in their general like strategies they've had, because that's the way that Cloud9's been playing lately in tournaments, right? So your Hellraisers, you're buying up, and you don't know if Cloud9's going to force buy, like full money that they have from planning, or if they're just going to get pistols like they are and saving for 3rd round. But either way, whether they're buying or not, if you're Hellraisers, I don't see the point in going up and playing aggressive mid, giving the T's the chance to fucking get like the battle on you. It just makes no sense to me, because as CT, it's not necessarily bad. Like at the beginning of the round here, it's good to go up and get info. There are long distances, like when you play from, say, over here, where you can get the info here, you can get the info here or here, and you can say, okay, there's one mid, or there's one coming upstairs, I'm just going to spot it from over here. Okay, there's one upstairs now, they have mid control. Or even over here, you say, hey, they came out party, I'm going to fall back. But they choose to go all the way up, spot it, which, like I said, isn't bad. They get the info and fall back. But later on in this round, Dead Fox, instead of going back to site, plays here this like sign, which is like, it should be a last resort spot. This is like a spot that you would play if you knew that they were all going B, or like at least 3 or 4 of the T's were going B, and you want to wait and see if there's a lurker mid or listen for long or something. It's not somewhere you play when you're fighting A. It's a really like, it's a spot you get stuck at. You see like Angel, it makes no sense to me why he's gonna like This is what I was saying when I was doing that last demo review. I promise I'm gonna skip the round after this. I just want to watch how stupid this thing was by Angel. Sorry. But what I was saying earlier is like contact on the map in general, on pretty much any map. Contact is what's important. So if you're Angel and you are at A later into this round, blah 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 blah, you rotate A because this thing happens in B. Okay, so the whole reason you rotated A is because there was nothing happening B, right? There's no contact B. You have your teammate over here, whoever this is, 0, spotting B from lower B, checking to see if they're coming out monster, coming out short, and he hasn't seen anything. He hasn't heard anything. So for Angel to come all the way A, not have any contact B, so that's why like the original reason he rotated, and his teammate 0 is still at B with no contact, no noise, no nothing. But instead of his sitting A with his teammates or spotting or going on the stack behind this sign right here to spot mid, Angel's like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna walk in here, dude. They're probably here, but oh yeah, I just don't see the point in that. And then like Dead Fox, he's just, that's fine, but you're fucked now. So Bondic pretty much saves them again. Nothing automatic. We're both looking at like dumpster and semi, and Bondic capitalizes, dude. Bondic's kind of Bondic. He saved them a lot this game. Like I remember on T side, he just fucking goes ham for them. General volume a little low, but manageable. Okay. I mean, I'll keep that in mind for future stuff. Okay, so Cloud9's by third round. They got bombed down first round, so they can afford it. You can see Hellraisers knows, and they've actually died a few times already, so they full buy out. And Cloud9 smokes out bathroom and goes for the long A play. Nothing goes stairs. I'm assuming this is somewhat of a counter strat. Stewie's probably watched demos, and they probably know that Hellraisers leaves long open or leaves mid open, like first gun round or third buy round, whatever it is. And what happened here at long was actually Stewie jumped up on these bushes at long and got spotted right away. I think usually what's best is if you're going, lurking long, you want to jump up on here. If they're not peeking at all, you can just drop down on the right, and if there's a guy peeking truck, he won't be able to see you. So I think he was gonna do that, jumped up on here, got spotted, and immediately he was like, nah, fuck that, no reason. So instead of going long, they all go mid. I'm not sure if I agree with it, but it works. Yeah, they know when, like, Stewie knows from that flash when one's long. That, again, that's pretty bad play from Angel, just because they killed so many A, they're not going to know if anyone was long. They haven't spotted you yet in the round previous to that. But for you to throw a flash out and not even peek, I think he flashed himself. Especially that late after your teammates have died, to just flash out like that. It doesn't really make sense. If anything, it'd be good for him to just sit there and wait for his other teammate to rotate, who was 0. And maybe 0 could make a play off of Angel finally taking contact, but otherwise it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. 0's just gonna save his fucking Famus. Yeah. I'm not saying I disagree with the smoke, I'm just saying I disagree with what Angel's decision was after his teammates died. It's like he couldn't do much about his teammates dying after what developed that round, but I don't know. What he did with it after just wasn't the best. So Hellraisers gets put on a shit buy, but they're just forcing. They know Cloud9 only, has like 1 round worth of saved money, so they're trying to keep their money pretty low, I guess. Maybe they don't want Cloud9 to get an op or something. You can see Stewie, like a lot of teams do this now, where if they counter strat and they know that the CT team doesn't do a lot of like aggressive short play, then they'll immediately just sprint up this and like take control, either hide over here or hide sandbag if they can get all the way up to it, or maybe sit here and like crouch for stairs. Automatic actually got a kill stairs, it's good. Or at A. Where'd he come? Did he come long or mid? Oh, yeah, his party. So that, I don't know. That's pretty questionable by Dead Fox. He has a scout too. It's a pretty aggressive position for a scout. It's crazy to me that Hellraisers makes plays like that, but they've won this game. Like they had to. I mean, their T side was strong, I guess, and Cloud9's CT was kind of lacking, but that's just bad decision making for a couple of these plays. I remember watching this live also. Oh, it's Shroud. The spray is pretty crazy. Take X-ray off. Gets one. Spray transfer gets the stick on one. Sticko gets two. Skadoodle gets the trade. Right here. I remember Scott actually had a really good rifle half on this T side. It's the first time that like he's been playing with a rifle like consistently in a half for a while. I think he used the map a lot more on CT. But I mean, it's not. I think it's good, especially for the style that Cloud9 plays and that Stewie calls. It's sometimes a lot better on maps like Overpass for Scott to have a AK, like all 5 AKs just rushing around trading. So yeah. Because of that round, obviously it was the forced shit by Hellraisers, so now they have like 0 money. They're all at like 19, 20, 23. Almost nothing. And Cloud9 knows this. They know that Hellraisers had like scouts and pistols and SMGs and stuff like that, so they're just taking their time, obviously. Spotting for any aggressions. Clearing long A. Nothing kind of seems like he's... Ooh, shit. How fast they're going. Just clear it and then run back. So, Hellraisers right there is good play by them. It's later into the round, and once Dead Fox, who's a lot of times you can see he's like kind of their mid-info player. Once Dead Fox starts getting info that he hears people, that's when Hellraiser says, okay, they're either split or they're all going A, so let's go check. And that's why they all pushed out there, checked long B. And once they see that there's nothing long B, they know it's going to be an A play for real because, you know, they cleared the other site. Unless Cloud9's doing some like insane stack where they're all out here. So for them to come back and... Yeah, I think the Molly just screw Hellraisers over right here though. There's not a lot you can do with pistols at this point. Especially on A site. Like there's only one smoke, the rest is all mollies. You have no armor, so you burn it instantly. You have to run out of it. It's pretty impossible. But yeah, the idea was good by Hellraisers. It was smart. They had one guy spotting A, or spotting mid. They heard info at mid. They said, okay, let's check if they're like faking it and going B actually. So they take the chance, push out long B. They don't see anyone. They know they're going A. But their setup at A wasn't very good. And like they're, I don't know, they're just at an extreme disadvantage from all the mollies that Cloud9 used for it. So both teams know it's a buy round on either side. See again, nothing's kind of the B lurker. Shot comes down for stairs. And he's just using this crack right there. You can see, like this crack right here, up and down. Uses that to spot bottom stairs. That's teammate to trade. I'm assuming steal smoke bathroom from up here. I don't really know. No, automatic did. Did he smoke it correctly? Yeah, he did. So they basically clear mid, clear long, while Shroud and Ska are clearing down connector. Nothing's outside B watching this the whole time. Seems like that's kind of his role. So they start walking in long B with the bomb. You can see the rest of them are definitely going to pop flash out this, or at least just get out and run out. This is a good idea by Cloud9. Take it out for free on the site again. You remember last time they actually got the site and got the plant, like on pistol. Still 3v3. Automatic lit though. It was basically a trade battle right there to get the entry into the site, because I knew that one was pit and then one was also CT. So Bonnet takes out a Shroud. Ska gets 2. It's huge for him. Ska gets 3. So yeah, that's a really big round for Ska. And again, the last person you'd expect to step up so high with the, or step up so hard with the rifle, but that's huge for him to just get those, like, get the trades and also, you know, be confident enough to take the peek and not whiff or like get nervous about it or anything. Just keeps us cool, pulls down the spray. So they know that that was a force buy from Hellraisers again. Before that, they didn't have any alive. on the eco, so they know that they're broke. Hellraisers gets like pistols and body armor. They'll be able to buy next round because of loss bonus. They've lost 4 in a row. Assuming they lose this, it'll be 5 in a row. So nothing, always the B guy on the default, watching the B pushes. You can see Stewie and Scar kind of always there. Shroud's always stairs. And then Automatic's kind of the floater. Sometimes he'll be B and stairs, or sometimes he'll be middle, or like checking party. Skadoodle as well, really. He floats as well. It makes me curious of how much is anti-stratting and how much is actually just their like rehearsed stuff. If they've like done them scrims or practices or boot camps or whatever. Not sure. Okay, so Angel gets Shroud and stairs. And Stewie knows he's here still, but he's just clearing this bathroom. He knows 2 are up here. That dink is huge. Yeah, Dead Fox, that dink is huge. So they get a free gun. They've killed 2. I think they have 2 guns now. But Skadoodle again with that huge kill. Shoots his feet. Dead Fox is saving the AK. Zero's gonna run. So yeah. That's his AK. It's a really good round from Cloud9. They needed to win it. Like the way they dealt with it, at least. They shouldn't have died. Like Shroud shouldn't have died in stairs, but Stewie didn't over-aggress. He got dinked by Dead Fox, yeah, but he played it correctly at least. And the other 3 B were able to capitalize on B. Yeah, no, Shroud, yeah. It was bad of him to keep. So, nothing's at B again. He goes from B to stairs. The other 4 are going to set up for the long clear. I've noticed too that a lot of CIS teams, like Navi, Flipside, even Hellraisers, they'll play a lot of like random aggression at mid or long. So you can kind of guess that that's why Cloud9 has this like, you know, it's a gun round. Both teams know it's a gun round on either side. So Cloud9 takes their time, waits to see if they're going to push up, and then clears close first, and then is running up together. So smart play by them. Get shot at from long. It's a good trade, but Automatic probably should have got that kill. I mean, that is where they're clearing, so it's hard to say. I don't know. So Hellraisers now falls back. No more aggression. Let's play the sights now. I think Zero's just playing really passive at B yet again. Like, he's just playing like this the whole game. He literally, you know, doesn't seem. I think they might have like either counter-strat or just figured out how Cloud9 played pretty like quickly, because pretty much every time on T side has been either they hit B altogether, they like go rush short, or if they're not there, then it's just nothing lurking by himself. Yeah, and they got stuck. Zeros didn't see anything like B at all. They didn't see anything mid, and they just knew they were still going long. So that's bad. That's bad, okay. And this is like the last of their money. Or at least if they lose this, they'll be on the verge of not being able to buy. They could like force buy. Stewie again with the short control, because he knows Hellraisers doesn't go aggressive short. He just runs up and takes advantage. It's really good positioning by him to be able to do it, but I don't remember what he does with it. And it all depends on how the rest of his team reacts, really. Nothing's in here with him, but he's been to B every round. I don't know, in my opinion also, like, having a person here is an advantage, because you're then, you know, it's usually more of an advantage if you're working mid and working long A. Like, while Automatic is mid and Scar's over here, there's no presence that you're putting over here or in bathroom or up mid or anything like here. And that's when this spot really does something, because you can either catch a rotator or catch someone trying to push a flank, in my opinion. Because it's not, in my opinion, again, as effective if you have nothing from B coming over here, spamming this wall, Shroud and stairs, you know, mollying in here, because then they're going to expect a guy here anyway, and you lose kind of your element of surprise. So now when they hit it, they've already heard stuff there. They're prepared for this angle, if that makes sense. It's so unfortunate for timing. Angel played it really well, I will say. That's just good teamwork, because obviously if they came out long and Angel was peeking like that, they'd be dead, but Sticko would have had him. If they came out short the way that Sticko was peeking, he should have died, but Angel obviously was covering it, and his timing was really good on the peek, because Stewie's holding that the whole time, then turned like all the way to peek over to Sticko and got shot in the side. And on top of that, he didn't even get traded. He got 2 kills right in the same angle, same spot. It's pretty important. Pretty important. And now Cloud9's money is pretty fucked. Automatic was able to save, but only Scott can really buy himself. Yeah, so they go with half buys. Let's see what happens. 5-4. This is still a pretty good scoreline for T-side overpass. And they did lose pistol, so it's a really good scoreline to be this far into the half of being 5-4 losing pistol. But their money's kind of fucked right now, so it depends on what's gonna happen in the next few rounds. It's good timing on the flank. It's gonna clear close sight so they can plant. They clear it. It's a huge round from nothing too, like getting that kill. But Dead Fox is late on the mid rotation, kills him from stairs. That's 3v2. So Cloud9 knows that that's from mid. They run up back to A. Down to a 2v2. I think they lose this round. I think that was a really bad peek from Shroud. I want to watch it one more time. I think that from Shroud was like, when I was watching it live, I remember people talking about, or at least the casters talking about it pretty heavily, because it was such like a pivotal, like he was left in B and those CTs had no idea that he was still there. So they were going to check it, but the angle that he chose did not seem good. So they die from him, his 2 teammates run A. Shroud sits here. Like that over, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's hard for these two now because they don't know if anyone's going to flank mid, and they don't have anyone from the CT side anymore. But thanks to Ska, the Gucci. It's not this round then. Maybe it's a round later in the half where it was similar to that. But that right there, like, maybe Angel would have walked all the way down ramp and checked the corner of pit, but he was just clearing that, like, that pit angle so that they could cross sight and start going plank. It's really difficult to decide if you're supposed to, like, what time you should use at that, but I feel like that was not a good choice from pit. My footsteps are bugged, but fuck it. So they're gonna go fast mid. Nothing's going B with Stewie, so I'm assuming Stewie's gonna do his short B fast shit. And they know he's doing it. That should that should be kind of a given when you're getting pre-nated. They know you're starting to do it, and I'm assuming it's because they can hear his footsteps coming up here. It's not like when you run from here to here. Well, it's not that wide. When you run from even just there to there, like Angel's right here, and they have guys over here. They can hear all that shit unless they're really loud on comms. He's done it a few times, but he hasn't made like use of it. So, damn, does he get shot in the back, dude? That timing, I would be so mad. He pre-aimed the angle, and then as soon as he went to go check where Stick always plays, he just got shot in the back of the head, bro. And look how smart Zero is. After he gets that kill, instead of holding the same angle, even though he would be still crossfired with his teammate, he moves over to pit and doesn't peek. It's a nice shot by nothing. It's a good idea by Zero, though. You don't want to play that same angle and get countered for no reason. Or if you do have the same angle, you just hide. But he walked out at a good time. He should have done what Shroud was doing that last round on T side. He should have just hit him pit and waited for them to come up and plant and then peeked. Or killed one of their teammates who wouldn't expect the angle. Angel gets a kill, Stigo gets a kill. Yeah, that's just a really bad setup post plant from Cloud9. And the peaks from Hellraisers were all safe peaks that they had the advantage on still, and yeah. That's not good, man. What'd you link me, Sam? What is that e-league link? Alright, so 6-5. Still not a bad scoreline, dude. If you look at it, this is like good. This is really good for a T side. You're fucking the CT's money over. Yeah, they win some rounds, but their money's like all mixed and matched. You can see 350, 1,000, 2,000. Maybe Bondek has a little more money, but they're not in a bad spot. So they're going back to their default now. No more fast B plays. You saw that this last few rounds too. We got to do this up here and go up high behind the barrel or the crate. But now they're going back to what they did those first few gun rounds, where you saw Shroud was in stairs, Stewie in automatic, or Stewie and Scott would work mid and take like late mid and long control, and nothing's just posted outside B still. So see what they do with their default. Come back here. Looks like a smoke execute B. This is a good play too, and I'm assuming this is maybe the reason they're doing this is because they were able to walk out before. And previously when Stewie did go out, when he walked out short that last round, when he got killed by Zero in the back right there, same angle, he found that there was no one right here, no one close like sight, so they probably said they're letting us out B, let's just walk out, throw some smokes. And it's gonna work. They get the plant for free. So this is gonna have to be a really solid retake from Hellraisers, but they do have a lot of utility. You can see 2 smokes, a molly, 3 flashes. And they have like no one stairs. So Cloud9 has 3 people set up for short and long. It's all on these like trade frag, or on these trades and like peaks, I guess. Yep, and they're all just going together. Look at this line of people. Oh Jesus! So that actually fucked them over in the end. Look at these dead bodies. 1, 2, 3, all in a line. Then 2 in a pit. Yeah. That was like, it was a decent idea by Hellraisers. But in my opinion, at B, say if you're CTs and you want to retake. Oh, I was just buying this? What the fuck? If you're B's, or if you're CT and you're going B and you want to retake B, if you get out here and there's no one in pit, because they got out to here and there's no one shooting them from pit, I don't think it's really wise to come all the way up here, because if you get peeked from this angle, you can get insta peeked from all this angle too. You don't have anyone in pit. There's no point to that. You're all trapped there. If you know that they're not pit, you want to peek out wide and have 3 go out here, because then you can jiggle fights and everything else. It's way better position to be in IMO. Alright. So this is a little setup here. Peek on the crouched head, the clear party and long. Assuming nothing or someone's in stairs instead of B. So nothing's just listening for info, seeing if they come take short control or start pushing stairs or push despawn or anything like that. That's a good flash, but Dead Fox is ready for it. It's pretty unfortunate. Damn, Ska rapes Angel though. And they're in a 3v4. You got 2 mid and Shroud or Ska chilling back along. So they know Ska's back here. It's mainly about these 2 taking the fights. Shroud gets 0. Oh, nothing. Ooh, it's a good kill. And he gets the fucking dink, man. This is huge by nothing. That play was perfect. That's exactly how you want to play, especially the UMP. He didn't get too aggressive. He's buying time for his team. He gets a nice headshot on a dude. He kind of just won the round for them. So he might have like, I don't know. That's the thing about score lines in games is, yeah, him and Automatic didn't have great scores, but a play like that, it doesn't always show its impact in numbers. Like he got a kill and an assist, but he won that round for them as far as positioning goes. They weren't able to get bathroom or mid at all. So not bad. 8-5. This is a really good half. Fuck, man. How did they fuck this up? It's mainly Ska and Stewie. I mean, everyone's pulling their weight for the most part. Some assists and stuff. So full save from fucking Hellraisers. Playing 1B. I don't want to watch. So basically they have 3 long. They know that Cloud9 have been taking long a lot. But Cloud9 have been ready for it pretty much the whole game. That's a very CIS thing to do, like in the CIS meta. I don't know why. Like Navi does it a lot too, where they'll like randomly, even on gun rounds, they'll set up 3 long and just chill. And sometimes they'll push all the way and aggress and peek you like party and fucking, or not party, fountain and playground. And just gotta deal with it, I guess. So basically, just trying to get guns at this point and save. And they get fucked. So they're buying last round of the half. They got full nades. They got body armor. Do they not have any kits? No kits. So that sucks. And you can see 1 fast stairs. Automatic's taking up his 3 roll. It's thinking about that same nade. It's a really good nade that Angel's throwing because he knows that they're doing it, but he did get sprayed through the wood. So maybe not fully worth. Maybe just once you nade, get out of it. But yeah, you can see Automatic had the spawn, so he did what Stewie had been doing by taking short really fast. Instead of going to sandbag, he just sits here. I think this is a way safer angle usually. I like this angle a lot more in terms of making a play early on, especially if they're gonna take late short control or if you can get a flank. It's less risky than sandbags. Sandbags you can get mollied and everything else. Like there's no choice about it. So I throw an execute on B. Stick was playing the spot that they hate. Dude, that's huge by him. Jesus. I remember Sky almost won this, man. If that was it, if he would have got that kill, that would have been it. Hold on, let's watch Sticko's POV, dude. That was huge by him. And you know what's annoying is he switches all the time. Like Sticko's one of those guys that be on overpass. He'll go heaven one round and then he'll go back to over here at the plank, or not the plank, the at the wood panel at B. And some rounds he'll play pit hiding. Some rounds he'll double up CT with 0. But he made it such a fucking pain for them every time they tried to go B. And his timing on the peaks for like the angles he's playing is just really, really good. You can see right here. Let's watch it. Smoked off. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. Still has a molly too, and smoke. Okay, saw you. So let's see what he sees. Uses the smoke for long. Sees the smoke from short. Knows they're coming short. Flicks back to nothing. Knows more are short. That wide peak jiggle, dude, and then hits Shroud as well, spraying the body. That's huge, man. That wide peak jiggle is huge. I think part of it was because Jordan went before his team was ready. Let's look at it one more time because you can see Jordan says something in game after that. Ooh, the buzzkill, bro. I haven't seen that yet in game. Looks sick. Oh, dude, you and your Spurs. But yeah, I can imagine that's a very feels-filled speech. Okay, let's watch Nothing's POV. I just want to see if he ran out before his teammate, like... Yeah, look. No one was able to trade that, man. It's automatic. Let me see... Okay. I wonder what made Jordan just run out like that, dude. I don't get that. Because that, even that would have been a 10-5 half. Because remember, this game ended, what, 16-14? Watch it from overview. Oh god, forgot how fast fucking Free Look moves. Okay. So Sticko's playing there. You got Angel playing like pit and pillar. Zero's over helping at long B. I'm pretty sure Zero takes over long B as well once Sticko starts shooting at short B. Okay. So automatic's throwing a smoke, throwing a flash. Gets full blind. That's what that is. Was it his own flash that blinded him? So he got full blind and had to stop, but Jordan just literally kept running. So that is interesting. It's not good, man. That allowed Sticko to make that play. If they got the entry on Sticko, they had Angel who was lit, and they had Zero who was at long B. Okay, so last time, I just want to watch automatic and see where we got blind from. Maybe someone, like, maybe one of the CTs threw in from CT or something. Okay, halftime here. Quarter time. Nothing's going out. It's his own flash, man. Isn't it? Or is it Shrouds? Is it Shrouds? Dude! It is Shrouds! Oh my god. So nothing was running out. Shroud tries to flash Plank for them running to kill Sticko. And he blinds the fuck out of Tim while nothing's running up. And nothing just runs up and takes the peek because he knows Angel can't kill him during that time. That's fucking nuts, dude. That sucks a lot of balls. And that's kind of... I'm not pointing fingers at Shroud, man, but... Nerves on land. There's something on land. Okay, last time. Look at this. Molly's. It's got one flash. No, it's not his. Yeah, it's automatic's own flash, so it's not Shroud. That's even worse, man. So automatic blinds himself and doesn't get the trade. That's bad. He must have just been feeling off, man. Because even at this point on T side, he's usually so dominant with an AK. He's 7-11. Which, yeah, scrollings don't matter that much, but it's not usually where you'd see him. You'd usually see him and Ska replaced. I don't know. Because then on top of that, it's not like he could have been tilted that hard. They're winning 9-5. Yeah. They're up 9-5 before that. I mean, it's just a mistaken flash, but I don't know. You could say it's part of the mistaken flash. That was definitely the fault. But you could also say it's definitely partly Jordan just running up and trying to get that kill without... because I don't know, because he had he had automatic behind him. They were going in. It's just automatic splash or fault for blinding himself, I guess. Alright, anyway. Piss around. You can see really, really passive from Hellraisers. They just like look for any early aggression. Which is smart, because a lot of teams do it on CT overpass. Angel sitting in stairs watching like the connector and door push. And Dead Fox watching B and just listening and spotting it. Looks like they had 3 go long. Sticko stays back spotting it, and 2 of them clear long bathroom, and they're just going to slowly work up, it looks like. So for Cloud9, yeah, I mean, Stewie's just playing this spot. I don't know if it's a counter strat or if this is just something that, like, gimmicky they wanted to do, where they play 3B and then, or basically 2B, 1 floating heaven and B, or heaven to A, and then 1 playing spotting A, with Stewie playing like this bait spot, where he lets, he lets automatic take contact, and then when they're running up to try and go kill automatic, when he goes ham. But Hellraisers just basically took long and went mid, and then went back down to B. Run out and take Shroud, run out and just destroy that thing.
What the fuck? I got raped.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't see door.
So he said I didn't even see door. They went door though. They had to have from mid. Damn, dude. That's so unfortunate. We'll watch their POVs at B. Shroud's the first one, right? Alright, night Sam. Thanks for watching, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good night. So you can see they go through all of A. Dead Fox walks up. They come back down. Oh, they didn't go door, that's why. So that's very smart by them. They go through all the way through long, through mid. Hellraisers does. They go through long, up through here, and then back around this way. So nothing, doesn't expect this at all. He's just kind of sitting here chilling and spotting it, and Shroud just gets dumped on. Immediately gooshed. Immediately gooshed.
What the fuck? I got raped.
So did I.
I didn't see door.
It's a good kill from Cloud9. They have to know at least one's up close. Angel's hitting far away Gluck headshots though. Yeah, they know that guy's in pit. Oof. So Angel gets the shot on automatic, and Bondic chases Ska, or I guess Ska chases Bondic, but just gets popped in the face. That's rough. That's roof. Cloud9 does not force. They get the pistols. Oh, they do force. Kind of. Ska's obviously saving for an op. Just going for a mid stack. Does not work though. This Hellraisers goes all B. So that's over. See if they set up for exits at all. I don't think they can really, to be honest. 5 vs 5. Well, they force bot second round, sort of, and then, I mean, they did. Gambled 5A and didn't touch one person. So now they're kind of stuck in a force buy again, and they're just going to have to do whatever they do. Go for the long B peek, doesn't work out. Yeah, they're just, even though they stacked B, dude, they just all, you know, go for kind of gambly peeks, and it just doesn't work out. You can't trade. It's not good. So go peek them on B rush. So Hellraisers likes to do this. This is kind of their like, they like a 4-1 sometimes. But they like to use a lot of manpower to clear one side of the map, or at least hold one side of the map, and then one to kind of watch the aggression from the other side, or at least get info. So you can see they swung out the bathroom. Now they're just working B. Wanted to go long in, or in long B. Once they made a little bit of noise mid, they immediately used that as the cue to start going in B. And they got the trade, so I mean, 3 vs 3 favors the T's. Most definitely. You can see now they're basically going like the kind of nip style from when Threat was in-game leading for them, where They have contact, there's some exchanges, and now they just sit and wait. They're just waiting to get info. They have plenty of time, no reason to move around, no reason to take any, like, you know, fights that are unnecessary. Cloud9, you have automatic playing passive B, which is pretty typical. If you're gonna have, like, you know, split sites late round in smaller numbers, so you want to have your B guys always kind of playing passive. But and I remember Yanko was talking about this on his demo review, and it's kind of impossible to say if that's the right or wrong play. But if you think about it in terms of percentages, Stewie and Skadoodle were A, Automatic was down here, and when Automatic found out they were coming B, he tried to get in a position around Pit to make a play off of it. And it was while, I think Scott win this. Oh no. Damn, that's huge from Sticko. To finish that out like that. That's a good play. But I mean, my point is that Automatic was, you know, in a safe spot B. He could have let them in and even plant, and you're then in a 3v3 retake. But he goes for the kind of gambly shot of, well, I'm gonna go over to Pit and see if I can get a kill on the entry and slow them down so that I have even more time for my teammates to rotate. But in the end, it's not really worth it, because then he takes a bad peek against two guys, dies immediately, and makes the retake kind of impossible. Like, you saw that last exchange, if they had one more CT with them, it probably would have been a lot easier. Now they're forced into a save, they don't have money. Hellraisers' money is already kind of shooting through the roof. Dead Fox is up to 9k already. Only 4 rounds in. 5th round, I guess. But yeah, Cloud9 just has a Deagle, 4 2P50s, 2 flashes. They're kind of going for the B play. I mean, they're seeing if they can get someone walk in here, it seems like. Stewie takes the angle, which is a good angle for CTs from walking down mid, but against AKs it's tough for sure. And Zero's kind of doing nothing's job on T side that he was doing. He's staying B, listening for info, watching for pushes. And you can see Hellraisers makes contact mid, doing that same thing where they use their manpower mid, clearing mid. Zero sits over here getting info and making sure he doesn't get presence. And then once they clear mid and get a kill and have a little bit of action mid, that's when they all go back and have one. They change it from now being the manpower at the opposite side of the map over here and having the one guy here, whereas before it was one guy over here and manpower this way. So they use the stairs to swap it around. They walk and start going in long B, and they're up against the save anyway, so they know that. Yeah, they know that this is the safe fight. They have a lot of long distance angles at long B as opposed to going mid where they can hide like behind a bunch of walls and use smokes and everything else. B is a much more wide open bomb site, so it makes sense for them to go back to where they haven't made contact and try and just go out with guns. Smart by them. And this is a pretty pivotal round, like if not the most pivotal round, because it's now 11-9. 5 rounds in on T side for Hellraisers, and they haven't lost a round yet. This is basically the second chance gun round for Cloud9. Like, they had their first gun round, they lost it. This is their second chance, and they're down now in score. So they had to win this. Stewie gets a pick. It's huge. Yeah, and he had the spawn for it too, so that's a really good call by them. I swear, dude, he's gonna develop some crazy like I don't know, like Tourette syndrome or something from these motion ticks. Like tries to keep his mouse alive by just flicking it around all the time, or keep his like aim. So strange. So they do have numbers advantage, 5v4. And you can see the B guys like nothing in Shroud are just playing super passive again, using these angles. I think this is what loses them it though. Because they're gonna take these fights, they have to wait for their team, but Shroud's out in the open and Pit gets caught out. Their teammates didn't have any info at A, so you know they're either nothing A or they're either all B or there's a lot B and maybe one lurking A. And they had 2 separate angles. 3 versus 3. Scott gets that shot. Bonic from Pit gets the kill and kills Stewie. That's huge. That's so crazy. Like, let's look at it from the T's point of view. I bet it looked really, really dumb because, again, Nothing was behind the CT wall basically. Like, if there's an invisible line where it's open, he was behind that line. He was in a spot where he could fall back and be safe about it. But Shroud was way out in the open on the pit, and either, like, in most times, you either want to both be behind the line, trading together, crossfiring together, so that you can both peek and whatever else at the same time, or you have one person baiting from up top, like we saw earlier with Shroud and Automatic, where they played, and you have one hiding in the pit, waiting, not giving away position. So you make them think there's only one there, and the second guy is able to peek and get a free kill, or you show them that there's two there, and you have a safe, like, positioning, and you don't screw yourself over. But it looks like in this position, like, it's just not good. Where'd that smoke land, by the way? Was it bathroom? Yeah, it was. I kind of want to see where he throws that. Because I throw mine from right there. And it takes a little longer to line up because I have to line it up directly with this pole right here. So I want to see where Bondic throws his. Ugh. Alright. Come on, demo shit thing. Thank you. Show me your line up, Bondic. Run to the pole. The hell? Alright, so some random shadow. That's cool. Alright. I'm pretty sure it'll be Zero who goes that long B first, but we'll check. Like, I'll slow it down and check. And look when he comes out, look at Shroud's positioning. This is just a bad idea. Okay, look. This is when they decide they're hitting B. Third guy gets here and they're gonna hit it, I'm sure. Right? Yeah, he's gonna molly barrel or whatever it is. Yep. There and in. Look at it from their point of view. Zero's out here. Look, nothing's completely hidden and Shroud's out in the middle. That right there. They're giving them the bomb site, giving their positioning, but they're also giving them kind of a free kill unless Shroud goes nuts and sprays down like 3 by himself. Because nothing's behind this wall, man. Nothing has the advantage of being able to hide. That's why he stays alive for a second. Jesus, they still almost win it, and then Bondic just 1v2s. He's ridiculous. Whew, that's crazy. That's so bad for Cloud9 that happened. That was like I said, that was a huge make or break round. This is a long ass technical timeout. Jamon, there we go. Alright. So Cloud9's money is fucked. They half buy, they got like CZs, 5.7, PT15 and Scout. Sorry, my phone just went off. Alright, so you can see Hellraisers, they're doing the same sort of thing where they have their manpower towards A right now and the one watching B. They really like the 4-1s on their T sides, and then they usually switch it up by leaving one at the like heavy side at the beginning, and they go back to the guy who was alone, right? So right now they just go long, they clear it out, they're taking their time. It's very, very like smart, methodical. They know, like, the reason that Hellraisers is doing this strat and not doing something fast or doing something where they smoke off like bathrooms and go mid really fast. Sorry. But the reason they're doing this is because they don't know if Cloud9 is going to buy or not. If you look at the money, you know Cloud9's getting money bonus. They've lost 6 in a row. They've died, all 5 of them have died the last, what, 4 rounds. So they're getting a lot of money. And for Hellraisers, it's like a distinction of them, or for them, they just say, well, they're either like force buying or they're going to save him by next round. Those are the only 2 options. So you had to find out, like, in that situation. There's no way for you to know for sure, basically is what I'm saying. So it's really smart of them to go find out. And they take their time mid, peek together. They walked up, you know, didn't make sound cues for the Cloud9 players at mid to be ready for it. They just walked up, and as soon as one made contact, then they all run up and peek together. It's very, very teamwork oriented. So now C9 takes attack timeout. Definitely needed for them after what happened the last gun round with Shroud and Jordan at B. So again, they're doing their kind of 4-1, and this time they're not even using 0 at B. Maybe because of the success that they've had at B, they know that they know that Cloud9's gonna overuse their resources there in terms of manpower and utilities. So maybe that's why 0 just threw a molly at short, or threw a molly at short B and made a little bit of presence, then immediately ran over here. That could be why. I would assume that's why. That's a very smart thing to do. So it's a good thing to note, because you can see obviously they have automatic over here floating now. Shroud nothing over here. If I remember correctly, I think Hellraisers goes back to B this round. So you can see what they're doing, and sorry I'm using the overview a lot because there's nothing going on really for kills. But you can see, tactically wise, the A players on Cloud9 aren't even going up anymore. They're just going, like, they're playing really, really far back, basically. Oh god. Why are there so many colors? Yeah, you can see, we'll go on Stewie here. But he spots them long A. Now Hellraisers is just taking their time, clearing mid, clearing long, and like Cloud9 is what, like, observed that they've been doing that in rounds before, so maybe that's why they're not even playing those like long and mid anymore. They're just sitting over at A, waiting for the execute. So he gets one through smoke. That's really big. And they're playing full retake. This is really good. If they're gonna use all their resources from the T side to do a plant like this, and they haven't killed anyone, it's always much better on CT to obviously like play retake. Wait for your team to rotate, go together so it's an even fought battle instead of you trying to peek multiple people at once. So Stewie gets the dink, he calls it to Jordan, gets the nade kill. Scott gets the long kill, it's a really nice shot. Shroud gets killed on the flank actually. 0 mollies himself, dude? I didn't even see that. So Shroud didn't get the kill. I didn't see his POV, but it could have been because they were actually looking for it behind them, or waiting for it. Obviously they were very much set up for like the plant itself because it was a retake from the CTs. They knew it had to be. So Hellraisers did the best they could in that situation. Not a bad play, not the best play, but in the end Cloud9 hit the shots to make it work for them basically. And Stewie getting the first kill through that smoke was huge for sure, and also Scott killing that guy long. Those are both really important kills on that round. I'm gonna use that smoke from now on instead of my old one. Thanks, Bondic. This is good to know as well. You can see this mid control. They have basically one assigned mid, one assigned long party, and then Bondic having a flash out for whoever needs it. So both of them are ready to jiggle peek or hide if they get pushed or, like, you know, someone aggresses like on them, and then Bondic's there for a flash to counter peek. It's a good setup. And you can see Angel over here kind of did the Stewie thing where he just pushed short by himself and he's holding this like gay angle. And Zero's doing his normal thing that him and Nothing both do on the default, where they just like to sit outside B a lot, bro. It's their home. And you can see again, excuse me, that Cloud9 is doing, they have, you know, been taken advantage of at B in the past. So you can see Automatics over here playing a little more B heavy. He's playing like either in pit or CT, not even heaven. He's just almost fully committed B. So they almost have 3B all the time now. And also because Hellraisers tends to swing back and forth a lot between mid and B, through stairs and through T spawn. They like to clear out long and clear out mid a lot and try and get free kills there a day. So you can see again, Stewie's just playing all the way back in sight, not even going for the mid peak for like info or long. He's just waiting for them to come up to the site. This is smart by him, like a really good adjustment for CT side. Bondic is looking for him, but again, he's running up. He's loud. They don't have time. They have to try and make a play. So it's really, this round itself is really well played by Cloud9. And more than anything, again to reiterate, it's more like style-wise the way they played the round, the more that's more of like what made it a good round for them. They didn't go it like if they would have had, say if Skadoodle and Stewie, if like Skadoodle ran from CT spawn and came up here to op mid and like Stewie went long and like hid behind tree or something, Hellraisers is using a bunch of resources to clear out mid and clear long on their side. So it's gonna make more sense that. Well, let me change these colors. So yeah, they use all their shit going all this way. So why not just play back in these sites, hold angles, let them use all their shit and take this stuff because they're gonna fake it anyway. Yeah, what's up, Chinese? The famous Susao. Oops. Okay, it's another really big round. You see both teams have money for another buy, basically. 13-11. And again, Cloud9's doing this 3B at the beginning because Shroud and Nothing got punished for it before. And now this time, Stewie and Skadoodle are both coming up mid and long and getting a little bit of info. They've left it open a bunch of times in a row. They're trying to get info early now. That's a big nade. Does a bunch of damage. Oh, it's all good, dude. So again, pretty good play by Stewie in terms of he went up, he showed presence, he even naded Sticko down to 60 HP, and then fell back immediately to sight because he knows from the past rounds, Hellraisers does like to use resources to clear out these sites like long A and mid and stuff like that. But now they still have 3B, so Cloud9 is prepared for it. If I remember correctly, this is when they played too long B. Like they've been doing this the last like 2 or 3 rounds, getting ready for a B hit from Hellraisers, and this is what they wanted to use to counter it. But I remember the smoke dies, and they think that Hellraisers is falling back for some reason. Like they made a bunch of noise short, they made a bunch of noise long B, and then they stopped making noise. They cut noise, and so Nothing gets flashed. He like runs across for some reason and dies to 0. I think that was really bad decision. But Shroud gets the kill anyway. Was really important. Gets another one, and then automatics here, which is really good call by Cloud9 again. They have 3B now instead of 2, which was fucking them over before. Stewie's there on the rotate already, and Ska was heaven and went back down to CT. So this itself is another really good adjustment by Cloud9. They're down 13-11. They make the adjustments they need to make. Stewie doesn't play over aggressive. He gets the peak mid, makes a little bit of contact, falls back safely. He has the info A. He knows basically they're not going to go A unless they walk the whole way up and start coming in. So he's just chilling back getting info. In the meantime, you have Nothing and Shroud doing their thing B. If Shroud doesn't get 2 kills there, they probably would have lost the round because Nothing did peek. Like, he strafed out by himself. The whole point of that setup is for Nothing to swing out wide. Oh god. It's for Nothing to swing out wide and act like he's the long B player, and then start taking these fights while Shroud's still at a hidden angle. And then once they start pushing Nothing to get the actual kill, they run into Shroud and Nothing, and they get a big, mowdown. So that's really big for them. Luckily, Shroud saved it. So this time they have 3B again, but they play really passive again. And it allows Hellraisers in the site. They get smokes down. 0 hits that shot. They basically had to play retake at this point. There's smokes down, they have 2 in pit. I don't know why they're kind of going for it, but if it works, it works. I think Ska wins this round for them, I'm pretty sure, yeah. He gets the 3rd kill as well. So I think, just in order to see what was happening at B that round, we saw what happened on Shroud's screen, but I want to see what happens on Nothing's screen. Because Shroud goes up to barrel and like 0 is literally already jumped on there. And that's a really good side smoke from Hellraisers where they throw it. Because it lands on the far side of pillar in order for you to get up and not be peeked by pit, not be peeked by barrel. And it obviously allowed 0 to get up on barrel and actually peek it. So we'll look at 0's POV. And then we'll look at Nothing's POV. Because he's the only other one that died at B. The rest of them got the kills, I think. And then Ska obviously with the huge 3K. That more or less wins the round, but... see on 0's screen right now. I want to see who throws that smoke as well. So Molly's short. Does a flash for short. Who throws that smoke? Hmm. They had to have thrown it, right? Okay, the short guy threw it. So Zero comes up. He knows it's a one-way, man. He jumps up on there and uses it right there. Gets Shroud. So it's really good by them. It's a good way to take B. And this is good by Cloud9. They don't overextend. Jordan knows one's there. And Tim's not pushing through smoke. That should have been... I mean, if you look at the smoke, if you're a CT playing here, you should kind of be able to tell that there's like... I know the smoke that they throw on T side because you throw it from right here. You throw it up, you bounce off this wall, and instead of landing right here on plank, it lands up here. So that when you come out as a T, you're able to walk out here and peek in the actual pit without being seen from CT, right? Because there's a smoke right here. So you can see that's what Angel did. And maybe nothing couldn't see it because there was another smoke in sight, so it masked the edge of the smoke. Oh, Shroud through this smoke? Oh, interesting. Well, that fucked him over. So he basically gave Zero one way then, I guess. Interesting. But I mean, the bigger thing right there, like even though Shroud died, like Cloud9 equalized it, but then for Angel to walk up through the edge of that smoke and nothing be just like standing there reloading, and especially because automatic, he didn't really have to like, he didn't have anything to peek there. He was in pit. He was down fucking, he was down here, and there were two smokes. There was one right there and one right there. So he could have watched this angle, but he could also just be crouched hiding right there, and that's where Angel was. I don't know. It's definitely something you have to be aware of though, especially if you're playing like a full retake like they were. I feel like it should be somewhat expected for like one of the T's to try and get a pick through the smoke or jump over on the railing or something, or maybe on top of the bomb site. But it's, I don't think it's the best decision. All I'm saying is I don't think it was the best decision for nothing to spray a whole clip through the smoke and then start reloading a pit. So yeah. And yeah, Ska, I was saying this earlier, like Ska rifled the whole T side. I think it's really good at the style that they're playing and the style that Stewie's calling, but you can see on CT side he's been opping a lot more. Alright, so 13-13. Hellraisers money is fucked. Cloud9 actually has some money. They're still playing 3B. I think Hellraisers have started to pick it up a little bit because now they see they're starting to work back towards A. And they're not, what they would do before is have 4 clearing mid and long A, and they would have 0 over here watching B by himself. But you can see now they're pretty much giving it up. They know that Cloud9's playing this passive setup at B where they hold like pit and CT. It's not really worth it for them. And Cloud9's been giving them, like because Hellraisers is so methodical with mid and long A, Cloud9's been giving them with just 2 guys playing at A, been giving them mid, so they make use of it. Use smoke execute. Automatic gets caught out. What, from dumpster, I think? Holy shit. Yeah, and they're just aggressive as fuck, man. I want to see what happened to Automatic, because he was the first one to die. Yeah, I mean, I think Shroud's thought was that if he got there first, it would be a one-way for him, because he can see over the edge of the smoke over barrel. But what ended up happening was, like, maybe they got there way before he thought they were. So by the time he actually got up there, you know, Zero was already on top of the barrel. It didn't work very well. And on top of that, it's like it's not really worth it for him to do it in the first place because you have 2 teammates in pit with you. You're playing retake, so for you to even take the chance of dying is not really worth it. So yeah, let's see what happens to Automatic. Because basically what happened in the early parts of this half where Shroud and Nothing got punished at B a couple times, they lost it, so Stewie and whoever's calling CT side basically said let's play 3B at the beginning instead and kind of commit 3B instead. So Automatic's been playing B a lot. Now, I think because they punished Hellraisers a little bit more at B, Hellraisers is more willing to work long A, and this is what's happening, so Cloud9 do pick up on it, but maybe it's just too late, or maybe it's just bad positioning from Automatic. But it's bad because this is usually like a situation you'd see him thrive in. Especially on maps like Overpass, Train, Cobble. He's a very smart and like consistent player. He usually plays careful and safe angles and takes like safe opportunities, so oh, he got mollied out, that's why. Jesus. Is that Molly from fucking Long? Jesus Christ, man. Maybe they just underestimated Hellraisers, to be honest. And Scott was in bank with an op and just got headshotted right away by Bondic's brain. Yeah, there's nothing they can really do.
They worked up really fast that round.
Yeah. Like you could see.
It was like 2 feet away.
Well, Scott was just talking about bank, but you could see at the beginning of that round, like what had happened a lot in the earlier rounds of the half is, like I said, they would leave 0 here at long B, and they would take like 30, 45 seconds, even like a minute to work long A together, clear long A, clear mid together, go through bathroom, and not even all the time go back down through stairs. A couple times they went all the way back around T spawn to B. So for them to then take long A kind of quickly, and when they've been so methodical with long A and mid that they're making Cloud9 play back to not die because they lost rounds because of it. Now they have the opportunity to go up long pretty quickly, and that's what fucked Cloud9 over. So yeah, and on top of that, because Hellraisers and their T side has been so good at working mid and long slowly, it's like I said, it's pushing Cloud9 back, so it lets Hellraisers not use all the utilities clearing mid and long, and they can actually use their utilities on the A site, which you just saw happen. They got smoked off. Bondic went up and like chased up mid. They had a molly for truck, and Automatic had to move off to the back wall over here and got just domed right away from long A. And then Bondic just no fucks given, ran in here, killed one, and then killed Skadoodle as well. Yeah, there's a few mollies that I've learned from watching these demos I need to like use more. There's one that Tarek throws a lot, where he's like on bench right here. I don't know, somewhere he throws it over that roof right there, lands dumpster. It's good. It's all good. So Cloud9 buys again. They go for the long battle. Is Zero just running out B by himself? Yep. Interesting. So he's literally a fake by himself. He's keeping 2B the whole time. And he knows that they're so nervous from past rounds where they fucked up that maybe they'll just keep 2B just for him the whole time. So it's a really big play by him. I'm gonna check what happened at long A though. Because you could see Cloud9 now wanted to counter, like they just lost long A to Hellraisers taking it slowly and then executing A that time. So they changed it up completely this time. They left 2 playing passive B. I think 1 spotting mid, 2 long A. It worked out for them. I mean, they got like Automatic died. I'm not sure where, but Stewie killed the guy long A right away. Come on, demo. It's a sick frozen karambit though. It's on his finger. It's got a weird chase finger. Alright. So we'll watch Stewie's POV and see what it is. Yeah, so they have 1 go mid and smoke off mid and come along A. So he just plays anti-flash, I guess. Yeah, behind this. Okay, so he basically just gets the trade on long A. And Ska's back here opping. It's a good play. And Zero's out here faking while they were going up mid. Ska gets a kill on Bondic. So for Bondic, I think part of it's probably confidence, because you can see he's been getting a lot of kills, especially with the AK and like going aggressive mid, but he had Dead Fox back here at mid. Like Dead Fox was all the way back by bathroom still. And for Bondic to take that, like Dead Fox can't trade with him at all, or they can't use it for anything really, but wow. I think this is the round that I was thinking of earlier, man. This is the round that Shroud fucked up hard. Where he's playing in pit, and he did it twice. Automatic did it once. And that might be it. Because Shroud did it from the top of pit as well that one time when they came B. And Jordan was like in CT where Skadoodle is. And Shroud just peeked for no reason. Or like he stayed peeked for no reason, not just peeked. He stayed peeked. But in this situation, they get a kill mid, and Shroud knows that this Zero guy's B the entire time. Him and Nothing are fighting this Zero guy while the other guys were going up mid. So this is bad, dude. Let's watch this shit. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Okay, so you can see they get the trade at long, and Hellraisers is pretty spread out. Like, Sticko's here throwing shit with 0 for a B fake, but at the same time, Bonnick and Dead Fox are like running up mid while Angel went long. I think what happens is Angel called that they were too long, so Bonnick and Dead Fox were like, oh shit, we'll run up middle, sprint up while these guys are caught long. But what happens is Bondic goes out way too much, overextending for mid. Dead Fox can't get the trade because Bondic peeks so wide to the left. Ooh, and he unscoped right when Stu is coming back too. So then, look at this shit. Okay, we'll slow it down even more. Thank you for the follow, by the way, whoever that was. So Dead Fox leaves mid. He comes back downstairs. Sticko was here the whole time, basically. He threw like the B nades for 0 to get out. And 0 made all this noise against Shroud and nothing the whole time. And then Bondic and Dead Fox went mid. Bondic got killed. So now Dead Fox is coming back to B. And these two guys, like Shroud and nothing, have been fighting only one guy this whole time. And they have been ready, like, they've been ready for it. They've had time for this. They know he's here. There's no surprises. So we'll go to halftime. Hellraiser smokes off heaven. I think they come out and they must just kill nothing right away from short or something. Okay, so this is again a situation, this happened before, where they were coming in long B, and I can show when I press tab, I guess, just you have to look at my cursor. But in this situation, obviously, Shroud was down here, and they were coming to V. But in the last time it happened, almost same exact thing. It was like smaller numbers, 4 vs 4, 3 vs 3, 4 vs 3, whatever it was. And Cloud9 had 2 playing B, passive, again. And usually when you play 2B, you go for like small gunfights, you jiggle peek, you don't take too aggressive of angles, and then you wait for your teammates to rotate or flank. You wait for your fucking team. That's the whole point of a retake, is you wait for your team, you go in together. If you can get a free kill, or like, do something in the meantime, then great. But you should only do it if it's like almost guaranteed. Because taking the risk of you dying and not having that extra one person for a retake, even just one person, a lot of times will make or break the fucking round. So what happened the time before, they came out long B after one had died mid or something, they had done something mid or long, and then Shroud was out here, and if you look at my mouse cursor, he was actually all the way up this fucking hill. You can see it in the demo review earlier, because I'm going to put this on YouTube and shit. He comes up on this hill, sits up here, and is peeking next to nothing. Nothing is right here, CT, at the corner, gets flashed, and then immediately has to hide, because he's fucking flashed. So when he's flashed, Shroud's just stuck standing up here against like 3 people running in B, and he gets auto-raped. Because why the, that's like saying 2 + 2 = 4. If you're standing out here when they hit B, you're fucked. So the second time, he sits down in pit, Jordan's playing the same exact spot, Shroud sits here, and instead of waiting for Jordan to take contact, Shroud gets the idea, I'm gonna go out and peek while they're walking up. But Hellraisers knows that they do this shit every fucking time. Even when they only played, or even when they played 3B, they had automatic and they had him sitting in pit anyway. So it makes no sense to me, man. And like, I'm gonna watch it in real time one more time. I'm gonna watch Shroud's POV, and just the timing, like, there's no need to take that peek at all, especially if your teammate's up here. If anything, you almost want to let him die before you, like, you should let them start pushing him before you even peek. Because if they have to push you, it's not hard. Come on, demo. Oh, man. Like, it makes me frustrated just watching the demo of it and watching the replay of it. I cannot physically imagine how, like, devastating, first of all, to Shroud it would be to actually make it happen to me in a match. Like, to have me be that person doing it. But also for their team to, like, for it to be happening to them. Like, Stewie played pretty well, and Ska played really well. Ska hasn't played as well as he played in this match in a while. So, yeah. Demo didn't break, it just fucking... Valve hates demos. I don't know, maybe it did break. Oh no. Oh no, we're back. We're back. It was frozen. This is the round, right? Okay, we're just gonna watch Rod's POV. And just see his timing. Wait, is this the previous round? This is the previous round. Yeah, okay. I clicked the demo bar. Oh no. Now I might have really broken it. Okay. I have to go all the way back here. Huh! Please work. I slept wrong and now my neck is all fucked up. Dude, I've done that a bunch of times. It's always when I'm like really fucking tired. I hate that Valve hasn't made like something better for demos. Even at 1.6 there was like the complexity demo player and it made it easier. At the very least. Oh look, I did it right. Okay.
Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, so this is the round. So Shroud already shot. I didn't know that actually. He already shot at 0, which they both knew he was there. And 0 knows that 2 are here still. Because they saw the 2 at A. They know that Jordan and Shroud play B. Instead of just waiting, what's the point of that? What the fuck? So yeah, to me that's probably what lost them the game. At least up to like, as far as getting to this point goes and then winning these last few rounds. Their chances of winning it would have been so much better if he just waited and got a kill or at least a free trade. So Hellraisers only had 2 left.
I think I should have fought that guy with you.
Nah, dude. Jordan says he should have fought him with him, but Jordan would have died to the second guy that was peeking. There's another guy out Long B with a fucking op. He would have just gotten offed in the chest.
Terrorists win.
There's no point in fighting that guy who's already chasing. IMO. IMO. Like, he's already chasing you. Yes, if he chases down the pit and starts shooting Shroud, and it's a gun battle, or he kills Shroud, then yeah, maybe you're like obligated to try and peek if you have a good position and good timing from where nothing was playing. I don't know, man. If you're playing retake B and you're gonna let them into sight like that, and you're gonna just be sitting down in pit while your teammate CT, I don't see the point. I'd much rather have one CT graffiti and one CT on CT side and just crossfire that together and wait for their team. I fucking clicked the line again, bro. Oh well, they lose this round anyway, you can see, but I'll go back to it just to see what they do. Oh, it hurts to watch, man. And their T side was so good. Like, even though, like, they fucked up a bunch of times and they made some bad calls in terms of like what sites they went to, their CT side just was fucked. It was B. It was B. Every time the Hellraisers ended up going B. Especially the beginning of the half, there was no chance. It's bad, man.